Hello friends, I hope the problem is visible. Please continue.
Yes.
Yeah. So if you look at it from mathematical point of view, well, it is 3 plus sin A. So here, I'm sure we have already dealt with such situations. So you can take the squares of 3 and 4 and the root of that. So that will give you 5. It's evident, you don't have to do that. So therefore, we can convert it into a sinusoidal function, which is 3 by 5 and 4 by this. So you can take it as cos A sin B plus sin A cos B, right? So that will become sin A plus B. It will be of the form sin A plus B. Correct? Hello, are you with me, all of you? See, if you respond, I can go ahead because this can be done by visual inspection. But if many students are keeping mum, then I have to solve this. Okay, see, because by this time, by visual inspection only, you should be able to do this. So this one, I'll write it as 5 into 3 by 5 sine 2t plus 4 by 5 cos 2t. So this is of the form cos A sin B, sin A cos B. So straight away you can write it as 3 by 5. This is cos 3 by 5 will be how much? It is going to be 57 degrees, isn't it? 57 degrees. So this will be sine of 2t plus 57 degrees. Right? This is it.
Yes.
So you get it in this form. So you can very well see the amplitude is this, right? Only this has that option. So you don't have to look at the other option. But still, for the sake of brevity, you can look at it. We are asking for maximum velocity. So velocity max, as you know, will be A into omega. So obviously it is 5 into 2, so that will be 10. Even that is also very good. So here is the option. Okay. Yeah. So the graph shows the variation of displacement of a particle executing SHM with time with inference from this graph. I have taken very simple problems. So quickly by inspection solve, and other students also please answer. So I can move fast. So this is displacement versus time.
Yes.
The force is 0, no. So this option, no. And this option is right. Acceleration is maximum at time t, no. Okay. P is equal to half the total energy at t by 2 is also wrong. So B is the right option. Okay? For whatever reasons. Okay? Done. And everybody say yes or no, your time will be saved. Otherwise, this class will get extended to next class. Loss for you only. Right. The phase of a particle in SHM is m so and so. The following inference can be done. Solve this. Aram se solve it. If you got the answer, you can say so. I mean, you can say you got the answer. Don't waste time. I want at least 2 to 3 students to answer. Then I can, move forward.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Fine.
Yes, sir.
Right. Quickly tell me how have you solved this? What is the option?
Yes. Option A is.
All of you are getting option A.
Yes, sir.
That is the problem. Option A. Only 2 students said A, others did not say so. Okay, now I will solve it my way, then you tell me how to do it better. Okay, so that 13 pi, I am going to write it as, so the phase of a particle, therefore 13 pi by 6, I will write it as 1 pi plus pi by 6 by 6. So this becomes 2 pi plus pi by 6. Okay, so that means now pi by 6. So if you take now the phase of the particle SHM is pi by 6 spins, supposing you take the particle as x is equal to a sine of omega t. So this one will be a sine of pi by 6. That is going to be a by 2. Okay, pi by 3 will be a by 2. And of course pi by 6 is in the positive direction. So a is the right option. Did you solve like this or you solve by some other better methods? I will learn from you. Hello, somebody did by some other method? Everybody did by this method or some other method? Come on, see, that's how we have to learn. Hello? Done. So quick. Yes, good.
So one doubt, sir.
Yes, please.
Sir, why should we consider A sin omega t of sin only, sir? We can't cos.
You can do cos also, no issues. But on what circumstance will you take it as cos and what circumstance will you take it as sin? We have already discussed it, no?
But here, like, no single. We should use the standard convention. Yes.
See, simple man, if you take it as cos, see here, then it is going to be, see here I have taken sine of pi by 6, isn't it? So you have to take the cos of, see this is going to be 30 degrees. So if you take cos, you have to take it as cos of 60 degrees. Arey, yeah, phasor diagram.
This is correct, sir.
See, that's the problem. You did not attend my classes, no. So I have taught the students with the phasor diagram. So if you take the phasor like this, and if you are going to take the projection on this axis, then you consider a sine of omega. If you want to consider it on this axis, then you should take it as a cos of omega. Correct? So that's precisely what you have to take. So cos of omega t will be what here? Cos of omega t will be 90 minus this. Okay, so you have to take this position. That's it. So then this angle is what you have to consider. Okay. The phase difference from t is equal to 2 seconds to t is equal to 4 seconds. If you can sketch something, your imagination, then you can be pretty sure about your answer.
Yes.
What's the option?
B.
Somebody, one person got B. What about somebody else?
Yes, option.
Option B. Okay. So here you see, again, this is the best thing, I would like to start with this. So this is 0 and
Yes.
also 8. So this should be 2, 4, 6. Right? So at 2 seconds. At 2 seconds, the phasor will be here. Okay. And at 4 seconds, the phasor is going to be here. So the phase difference has to be 90 degrees. That's it. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Now tell me, did you solve by this method or some other method? Come on, let me have an idea. See, I am trying to train you. See, listen, I am doing my best. I am trying to train you, coach you. So if you simply say, I have solved this problem by some other method, I have got the answer, fine. I would like to know. I would like to know by what method have you solved. Come on.
Yes.
Same, done. Did you draw the diagram like this and do it? I am sure you would not have done it like this. Or at least somebody,
Omega.
you use omega t. What is an omega t?
Value of omega t is here.
Tell me like this. So you have taken omega t. So you calculated omega, right? You calculated omega, then you calculated omega t, and then you solved it. Correct? You didn't do like this, right?
Yes, sir.
So you see here, this is quite simple. Don't you feel so? Because when you write many equations, there is a possibility of goofing up. There is a possibility. I'm not telling for sure. Okay, but well, if you can do it like this, you do it. And that's what I'm trying to train you. Physics is physical. So try to imagine and just make a sketch. It will give you, it will represent the problem. But while representing the problem, if it is also convenient to get the solution, get it. That should be your approach. Okay, so mathematics should only be used to get values, but to understand the problem, sketch the problem. You will be pretty sure your answer is right, and sometimes when you sketch, you will get the answer. Okay, fine. Shall I proceed?
Yes. Yes.
Right. So in this case, the general formula for frequency would be omega is equal to root of k by m. Correct? So in this case, the k value will be what? The k value will be k by 2. So this will be k by 2m, right? So for the first case will be root of k by 2m, right? Okay, the series combination. Now in this case, these two are in parallel and then in series with this. So therefore, in this case, the thing is going to be k plus k, 2k, so it will become 2k into k divided by 3k. So this will become the equivalent, k will be equal to 2 by 3k. Okay, so therefore this is going to be 2k by 3m. Right. So if you take the ratio of these two, the k's will get knocked off, the m's will get knocked off, and this is 1 by 2. So this will go up and this will go down. Right. So because this is upon this, so this will become a root of 3 by 4. 3 by 4, or as per the answer it is root 3 by 2. This is going to be the ratio of the two frequencies, omega 1 by omega 2. Correct? So this also you can solve it by inspection and this only, right? So when the question is given below, you can quickly do it off like this. Shall I proceed? See, everybody there, you are sitting here to learn, not to simply see the sums and write it down and go. That's of no use. Even 1000 sums you do like that, just copy it. Oh, sir told we got the answer, so we got the answer. So in examination, if they ask, no, I know how to do. No, that's not the way. If you have not understood some theory, some concept here, you should ask. I keep telling, but I know it's falling on deaf ears. The acceleration due to gravity at a height r above the surface is g by 2. The period times simple pendulum. Calculate this. This is a very difficult problem, no? I think I should give you 10 minutes. 10 minutes is sufficient to solve this problem? Or you need more time? Come on, students, use science. Physics is imagination, proper imagination through the process of science. Now all of you please stop writing. Hello, all of you please stop writing. Hello? Hello?
Yes.
Now, see, when I taught you gravitation, I have shown you a video and you have also seen nice video. See, there are astronauts inside the satellite. How will they be moving? You have seen a banana hanging. Understand? If you keep some object there, it will be there only, no? In a satellite, in a spaceship. What does that mean? Isn't it? Zero gravity, isn't it? Hello?
Yes.
And why that is zero gravity inside? See, that is all the derivations you have done. You have solved problems on that.
Because centripetal force will be acting on it.
Because centripetal force is acting, the gravity is zero.
No, sir.
See, this is Earth, this is satellite. See, you are all students of science, man. You have learned so much. So you should now be very, very powerful students. See, your imagination, fat. This is Earth, this is satellite. Okay, so assume that there is a person here. And see, all these diagrams have drawn and explained to you in detail. So this is Earth. So what is the force acting on this fellow? The force acting on this fellow will be what? G(m)(m) by r square. Isn't it? The mass of the Earth is m, the mass of this person is m. And r is what? The distance from this to this. Correct? So this is the force, that is the gravitational force. And this gravitational force is acting on him, and therefore there is the normal that is acting on him also like this. Correct? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
So G(m)(m) minus n, this should be equal to the centripetal force. Correct? What will be the centripetal force? mv0 square by r. What is v0? Orbital velocity. I hope you remember that. Okay. Then what is orbital velocity? Root of Gm by r. Am I right? So this, if you write it v0 square, this you are going to get it as Gmm by r square. Okay. So now, what is this n? N is nothing but the weight of the person. So, but if you see left hand side, right hand side, this gets knocked off. This implies n is equal to 0. That is why this person will experience weightlessness. Weightlessness means that you don't need any force to arrest it from free falling. If you keep the body there, it will be there only. Correct? So, G inside it is 0. We have proved this. Acceleration inside this is 0. Okay. So, now if a pendulum, for a pendulum, the time period t is equal to 2 by root of L by G, G is 0, then the time period is going to be infinite. Clear?
Yes.
See, this is This is showing that that you are not doing physics. See, somebody told you, I think some very senior person, physics what, when it is just like mathematics. Okay, you put formula, you will get that has got into your head. See, we are using mathematics to get the answers, to represent the problem, okay, to get the value. But first there is physics, then we are using this. You please understand the significance of mathematics here. It's very important. Then only you can measure, you can relate. But that is also a part of it. Physics is not just mathematical equations. So just don't write mathematical equations, start doing it. You understand the situation. Okay, shall I proceed?
So what not, sir?
Please.
Sir, this will be true at limiting from what distances, sir?
Limiting from what distance means?
Like after what distances this will hold true?
Any distance. Any distance.
So then like a balloon flying here and at a certain height.
See, there is a difference between balloon flying and an satellite orbiting. This satellite is not stationary, it is orbiting, man. Your balloon is not orbiting. Your balloon is stationary. Okay, right. Okay, good, yeah, good. See, there is somebody who is thinking also. I suppose it doesn't mean others don't know, but well, your brain must be really active. Okay. See here, you have to get the waveform of this. If you quickly can write the waveform of this and then say, yes, I will use mathematics for this. So what will be the waveform of a body executing simple harmonic motion? There are acceleration. So after solving so many numericals, well, what is this? This is x versus omega t, right? Or t. Then, what is this? No. What is this waveform? Velocity versus time. Correct? Then, how will be the acceleration versus time? Velocity, see, x is equal to a sine of omega t. Velocity will be equal to a omega cos omega t. Acceleration is minus a omega square sine omega t. Correct?
Yes, yes.
So what is it going to be? See, after solving so many sums, you should have been able to quickly draw this here. Correct? So this is how the acceleration versus time. Isn't it? So therefore, this is also a harmonic function only. What are they asking here? The average of this. That means you take one load. Either you take this or this. Okay, so the average value of this. So how will you get the average value of this function x versus t? So you must get this area, right? Hello. So what will be the area? What will be the area? Or else you take this area. Better. Okay. So what will be this area? This area will be, because the function is what? A omega square. Okay. Leave aside the sign here. A omega square sine omega t. What is the area under the curve? The area you have to integrate it. So what is the integration value here? 0 to pi. Because this value is pi. Correct? Hello? d omega t. Right? Then what is this distance from here to here? It is pi. So 1 over pi. This is the average. Area by this distance. gives you the average. So integrate this. So if you integrate this, you are going to get a omega square, okay, by phi is going to come out, and if you integrate sin omega t, you are going to get cos omega t, and this is from 0 to what did I say? Phi. So you pull in these values inside this, right? You are going to get it, but already there is a minus here because cos means minus is here. Okay, so this becomes plus 2. So you get here 2a omega square by pi. So this is the A average for this time interval. Okay, so by 2a omega square by this. A should be the option. Aryan, did you get this value?
Yes.
Good, wonderful. So others have not got, but this is how we have got to approach and get the answer. Got it? So here you see, you have got to get the waveform, and after looking the waveform, you know what mathematics you have got to use. If you learn like this, I'll tell you, if you learn like this, so slowly and steadily, your knowledge base, your skill base is improving, so your problem solving abilities will also increase. What I mean by increase is, see, now if you had learned like this, what I told you, then just by looking at it, you could have imagined the waveform, and when you know this is the waveform, this equation you could have imagined, and then through your mind only you would have got this answer without using pen and paper. I have seen many students do that, and you too can do it, but the process, if you keep following properly, then your brain will develop like that. Okay, shall I proceed?
Yes.
A particle performs SHM at time period t, the time taken of particle to move from half the amplitude to maximum displacement. If you have been trained by me, you will do it quickly and very nicely. If you have absorbed my training. But if you have not absorbed my training, then you will struggle and waste your time. No doubt you will get the answer, but you should get accurate answer confidently and quickly. Anybody got the answer?
Yes, sir.
What is the answer again?
So, P by 6 average.
But why did it take so much time? Okay, tell me again, how did you solve? I will do what you tell. Come on, tell me.
Sir, I considered the equation as a sin omega.
You write, you tell. I will write. Whatever you have written, you tell me, I'll write. Tell.
Sir, you write a sin omega t, sir.
Hey, x is equal to a sin omega t, no? You wrote x is equal to a sin omega t. Hello again? What happened?
Hello, sir.
Hello. Yeah, there is some problem with this one. Yeah, you wrote x is equal to a sin omega t.
Yes.
Then what did you do?
Now, we have, sir, at half the amplitude, sir, sin omega t will be 1 by 2, sir.
So what did you write here? So at half the amplitude, that is for a by 2, then sin omega t must be equal to half. Okay? So then.
So the small t should be capital T by 12.
So therefore, the small t must be capital T by 12. Capital T.
Because omega is 2 pi by t, sir.
Okay, so it should be
And,
T. Okay, dated. Like that you
And
did.
then it will become the.
Okay, anybody else have
And
solved?
now
Yeah. So you went ahead like, then what you did?
Sir,
Then for full amplitude it will be.
it will be t by 4, sir. Then t by 4 means t by 12.
So you found out T by 12 and T by 4 and you did. Did everybody did it like this?
Yes, sir.
Same way?
Yes, sir.
And many people did not do it at all also. Right?
It must be the same.
Did the same way. So you see, you have not learned from me. Okay, now you see. Now, time taken for the particle to move half the amplitude to the maximum displacement. Right? So therefore, now if you take this. So therefore, if this is pi by 6, right? Pi by 6, then the amplitude is going to be a by 2. Hello? Correct? Hello?
Yes, sir.
So this is 30 degrees, and it is good. And then they have told move from amplitude to maximum displacement. So maximum displacement is this. So that means now you divide this into 2. That is 30 degrees, 30 degrees, 30 degrees. So to go from here to here, okay, the time taken for the particle to move from half the amplitude to the maximum. So whatever time it has taken here, so it will take the same time for this 30 degrees and this 30 degrees, isn't it? So here the time will be t by 2. Hello? So this t by 4 you divide it into 3 parts. So that will become t by 12. Right? So the time taken for this to go from here to here will be what? Will be into 2. And that gives you t by 6. Isn't it simple?
Yes, sir.
Then you see this method, you could have goofed anywhere here. See, that's what I'm trying to train you. This is physics. So what has happened to you, all of you, is, because of some person advising you that physics is nothing but it is mathematics. So every problem, you write the mathematical equation. ये equation लगा लो, वो physics करने का तरीका ही नहीं वो तरीका ही नहीं वो physics नहीं बोलते इसको. Okay, so you have to get hold of the problem, do it. You see, because you will be pretty sure that your answer is right. Otherwise, there is a chance that you would have goofed in some calculation, and you will get negative marks. Okay, I keep telling, you don't listen. That's a different issue, right? This is pretty simple. So this, obviously, you have to use a mathematical equation and so on. There is no doubt about this. In fact, orally also you can solve. So can you not imagine here? At the center it will be half m a square omega square, and somewhere at x it is going to be half m a square minus x square. So this minus this. So half m a square omega square will get cancelled, and what you will be left with? Half m a square omega square. Right? That is what you are going to be left. Now only thing is to confuse the written as f square. So omega, if you write it as 2 pi f, then it will become omega square will become 4 pi square f square, and 2 is there. So 2 will get cancelled. So you will get with 2. So 2 pi square will be there, f square will be there, x square will be there, m will be there. So this is the answer. You don't need any pen and paper. See what happens in final exam. I'll tell you. See, out of, say for example, NEET 45 questions. Okay. Yes, some questions will take 5 minutes or even 6 minutes. But now you see, if you see the time allocation for the questions, or if you take even CET, one question 1 minute. Some questions will take 2 minutes, 3 minutes. But there will be some questions to balance, like these questions, which you can answer within 10 seconds. Understand? So whatever time you gain in this question, you can use it for some other question which needs more time. So that is how the timing is balanced. Understood? So you should try to be quick, effective. Right? So your brain now, you should be able to see the equations in front of your mind's eye. Because if you start writing for every stroke that you do, so you are going to spend approximately 0.3 seconds. Okay, every stroke that you write, A, B, whatever you write. So that is how you have to conserve your time. No point in coming out of the examination hall and telling you paper was lengthy and all. It is not lengthy. You will make it lengthy because if you start writing all these equations and solving it, yes, you have made it lengthy. Where this problem you could have solved orally like this. Okay, some questions will be given like this. Questions were easy, sir, but it was lengthy. That's how most of the students come out. It will not be lengthy. I suppose you got it. Hello?
Yes.
Everybody. So should I write it? Huh. What is the answer?
Yes. Mm.
What is the answer?
Option.
Option A. Everybody got it?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So how did you conclude it is A? Come on, tell me, how did you conclude it is A? Come on, learn. You genuinely discuss with me, you will learn. You are all sitting here to learn, not to score any point, not to show off. I am also not doing anything. I am also enjoying the class because there is something to learn from the class. Every time I teach, I learn something. That's why I am enjoying this. Okay, otherwise I don't have any purpose to teach and all. Hi, yes, please tell me.
At time according to that graph of acceleration and versus time, sir. At time t by 2, sir, capital T by 2. The acceleration is maximum, sir. So that is at the farmost position from the mean position, sir. At that point, velocity is 0, so kinetic energy should be 0, sir. And when acceleration is 0, sir, that is at the mean position. The kinetic energy should be maximum.
But this point I understood what you told. So according to you, either this first part, the first reason that you gave, either this or this. Second reason, what did you give?
At when acceleration is 0, sir.
Acceleration is 0, okay.
That is at the mean position. Velocity is maximum, so kinetic energy should be maximum.
Okay, fine. So that is your conclusion. Okay. So what about others? Same. Right. Okay. So my looking fine. You are right. You are right. I am not telling that you are wrong and I am right, but just that I am exchanging my ideas. My way of looking at is at x is equal to 0. So this is a versus time. At a versus time. At time t is equal to 0, the acceleration, the magnitude of the acceleration is maximum. So when the magnitude of the acceleration is maximum, then the kinetic energy has to be 0. Correct? Hello?
Yes, sir.
So that's it. So only this graph holds good. So none of the graphs have this. And another thing is this. But of course, this cannot hold good because in one full cycle, the kinetic energy will go up and come down, go up and come down. So this is the thing. Straight away you can do. Yeah, but your method is correct, but then you have first looked at this point and this point. Then you have to give second reason to choose between this and this. But if I look at this quickly, this is maximum here, that means the kinetic energy must be minimum. So which has minimum? This has minimum. So straight away I can go for this without giving, without even looking at the second condition. Got it? So I have saved, compared to you, I have saved some time, 50% of the time. Got it?
Yes, sir.
See, now this is what you have to learn in training. Okay? Now, how fast you can solve the problem, how quickly and how accurately and how confidently. Because you are writing examinations with negative marks. Right? So, these are the three aspects that you have to keep improving. That's what I call it as, that's a conceptual clarity and problem solving ability. Both these qualities must be built. And if you say problem solving abilities, this is what I say. These are the three components of that. Solve this. Inspection, logic. Inspection, logic. So they are given here expressions, correct? But they are not expressions, they are equations. That means it is equal to x, equal to x, equal to x, equal to x, correct? So whatever condition they are given there, if t is equal to 0, you should get x is equal to -2. Which one will give you? Only the first one will give you. Second, fourth one will also give. A or C, if you look at the first condition. Understand x velocity, acceleration, their mathematical formulation, the mathematical model, how does that look? See, x is equal to, you get something, and if you differentiate this, you get velocity is equal to something, and if you double differentiate this, you are getting acceleration. But here you see all these three things, right? You are going to get acceleration. So that means now this acceleration here, if you put the value x is equal to 0, acceleration must be 8 pi square. Hello?
Yes.
So now the only two expression, 2 minus 4 cos 2 pi t, this is this solution, or minus 4 plus 2 cos 2 pi t. This or this solution, because this condition is satisfied by both. Now look at this condition. Acceleration. Put x is equal to 0. If you put x is equal to 0 for the acceleration. So if you look at this condition, if you differentiate once and if you differentiate twice. Okay, so this one if you differentiate twice, so you are going to get the acceleration. Acceleration will be what? Okay, acceleration will be what? It will be a omega square. Okay, omega is 2 pi. So this becomes 4 pi square. 4 4s are 16 pi square. Okay, 16 pi square into cos omega, cos 2 pi t. This is going to be the acceleration. And for this expression, what is it that you are going to get? You are going to get 8 pi square cos of 2 pi t. Okay, where is this? This is the acceleration at x is equal to 0. Hello? Sorry. I just differentiated this. Sorry. I just differentiated this. If you differentiate this, you are going to get these two values of the accelerations. Correct? Hello?
Yes.
But what is the expression for acceleration that they have given here? So, acceleration a is equal to so and so, where x is the coordinate of the particle with respect to origin. With respect to origin, they have given. Okay? So, in these two expressions that you got, you have written x is equal to so and so, and when you wrote these two expressions, you have taken the origin at x is equal to 0. You know? Hello, are you with me?
No. Yes.
Now the acceleration at origin. Acceleration of origin is cos function. Acceleration of origin is cos function. Correct?
Yes.
It should be 8 pi. It is 8 pi now, 8 pi square.
So, but they are given a t equal to 0, x equal to minus 2.
Come on, I'll give you enough hint. Take it and do. X is equal to minus 2 at t is equal to 0.
Yes.
So, at t is equal to 0 means cos 0. So, one of these two should be true. Correct? Now, I am hunting for the second situation. Both are cos functions. So, for which function will you get a is equal to 8 pi square for x is equal to 0?
Both of them were sir, they have given that at t equal to 0, x equal to minus 2, sir. If we substitute x equal to minus 2 in the acceleration equation, sir, we will get acceleration as 0, sir. So, acceleration should be 0, sir. So, option D will hold.
No, man.
Sir, if you substitute option B, sir, if you substitute t equal to 0, we will get x equal to minus 1, sir.
Okay, do. I will not disturb you, you do.
So, that is correct, sir.
No, man.
Yes, sir. We will get acceleration as 16 pi square sin 2 pi t, sir.
No. See, at x is equal to minus 2, here if you put acceleration x is equal to minus 2, you are going to get what? 16, no?
No? Yes.
You get 16, no?
Yes.
And 16, and they told the particle is at rest. That means it should have maximum acceleration of 16. Isn't it? In this expression, if you put x is equal to minus 2, you are going to get a is equal to this. And they have told it is at rest. So it is at rest means it is momentarily at rest. Correct? The particle is at rest at x is point is t. See, the question is, you are getting confused with t is equal to 0. No, don't look at it. If the particle is at rest means momentarily at rest. So when acceleration is maximum. Correct?
Yes.
So which expression will give you 16? This expression, A is giving you 16.
Option yes.
A is giving you 16. Isn't it?
Yes.
Hello, everybody there? See, t is equal to 0 means what? The moment you start observation, at that observation point, whatever is the time, you mark it as 0. That is the meaning of t is equal to 0, correct?
Yes.
So going by that, see this or this. So either this equation or this equation. Now the second hunt should be, get the expression for the maximum, this one. Again here you see, if you put t is equal to 0 in both, cos 0. So which will give you maximum acceleration? Okay, which will give you maximum acceleration? This is giving you maximum acceleration. Because now we are going to put A is equal, see, what we are confusing here is, we have got expression for A as a function of time t, correct? Hello?
Yes.
We have got expression of A as a function of time t. But what we have to see is, whatever be the function, the maximum value is 16. Correct? The maximum value is 16 pi square. Now here in this case they have told rest. At rest the acceleration will be maximum. And therefore if you put x is equal to minus 2 here, you are going to get 16 square. And therefore I will go with 8. Got it?
Yes, it's correct. Yes.
So A is the option. Going by the logic and this. Okay. I'm sure this one you can do it, but you have to be around, then you can do this. And well, you can see this equation. Oscillation is given by this equation. It changes according to the law. With time according to the law of A is equal to 0, find the ratio of the field. Yes, this is purely, this is physics, but the physics is represented as a mathematical model. So you have to haggle with the mathematical model and handle this. That's it. Try it. Purely mathematical. Now, did you understand this question? Hello? Yeah, anybody has understood this question? Or if you feel you have understood, you please raise your hand. I would raise your hand means say yes. I would like to ask you. I just want to explain to you this problem. That is why I am asking you. I have my own doubts whether you have understood this problem. Aryan, did you understand this problem?
No, sir.
Aniket?
No, sir.
Now, what you have to understand, but no guesswork.
No.
But with science. Yes, tell me.
Sir, they have given one equation that is describing an
No. Don't explain the question. Don't explain that question what they are given. What is the theory behind this? That is what I'm asking, not the question analysis. What is this means? Now you read the question carefully. They have not used the word simple harmonic motion, correct?
Yes, sir.
An oscillation is described by this equation. A changes with time according to this law. Find the ratio of the frequencies of harmonic oscillations. Now, what do you understand from this phrase? Frequencies of harmonic oscillations, forming oscillation. What do you understand from this phrase only? Explain this phrase only. Don't see the question, only this phrase you explain. If you are able to explain that phrase, well, you know how to solve this problem. What it means is, now try to understand. Harmonic oscillator. See, I have explained this in the theory. The first word I have told you. What is meant by harmonic oscillator or harmonic oscillations? Anybody? So, in theory, I have spent nearly 20 minutes explaining what is harmonic oscillation.
Sir, harmonic oscillation means when any object is displaced from its mean position, then there will be some restoring force that will try to bring it back to the mean.
See, this habit you should leave. This habit you should leave. You don't simply guess and give answer. Don't guess and give answer. I told you, I cautioned you. Harmonic oscillator, there is a definition for that. There is a thing for that. Now listen, the word harmonic. If you can represent a oscillator by a sinusoidal function or a cosinusoidal function or a combination of all this, then it is called harmonic oscillation. Correct? So what I mean is, if you have displacement as a sin omega t, right? So okay. So a1 sin omega t or x is equal to a1 cos omega t. This is what you have seen, right? Now, if the oscillation is described by these functions, then it becomes simple harmonic motion. Okay? Now, supposing it is described by A2, okay? Summation of, supposing it is described as, x is described as ai sin omega I t. Can you understand? I going from 1 to n. I hope you can understand the expression of this.
Yes.
Only thing is, only thing that you have to understand here is that this omega I is n omega naught. Okay, n omega I becomes n omega 1. Okay, what I mean is, that means now if you expand this, what will you get here? A1 sin omega t plus A2 sin of 2 omega t, correct? Plus A3 sin of 3 omega t plus so on up to an sin of n omega. Correct?
Yes.
I have written here sin. It can also be summation of bi cos omega. Okay, I going from 1 to n. Understood? So a combination of this. That is, it is a combination of many sinusoidal or cosinusoidal functions. Okay. Now in this case, you see, the oscillations are definitely periodic in nature. Correct? But they are not simple harmonic. For example, now it is simple harmonic. If I take this function, so it is going to be like this. Correct? This is periodic and also SHM. Now supposing a combination of all this will result in this. Hello, are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Then will result in this, of course, which will result in this. Then what is this? This is periodic. but not simple harmonic. Got it?
Yes.
Now I am making a very strong statement which I have already made earlier. One more thing. If it is a periodic signal, so the periodic signal can be anything. It can be like this, or it can be like this. Any periodic signal can be represented as the sum of sinusoidal and weighted sinusoidal and cosinusoidal function. This is called weighted sinusoidal or cosinusoidal function. Only Aryan is telling yes. He is a good boy who studies the theory. Fourier theorem. Good. So, whichever student told Fourier theorem, you have gone through the theory. Good student. So, according to that. Understood? So, therefore, here frequency of harmonic oscillations means what? There is one fundamental omega and there are other components which are multiples of the fundamentals. Correct?
Yes.
So, now find the ratio of the frequencies of the harmonic oscillations. So, that means now here in this case, shall I rub this?
Yes, sir.
So here, you see, here you are going to, you perform the appropriate mathematical manipulation here. You are going to get the expression like summation of whatever I wrote, like that you are going to get the expression. So you are going to get at least 3 frequencies. Okay, so it is combination of 3. That is what the options are also telling you. So how will you do this? So the basic thing you have given is A sine of 2 pi nu 1 t. This is first one. Now they are told A is itself a function of t. Correct? So you write this. What is A? A naught. Sorry. A is what? A is A naught plus. Sorry, here I made a mistake. Mr. Murthy, before 1 plus cos of 2 pi gamma 2 t. Right? Into, see, for A only I have written, into sine of 2 pi gamma 1 t. Got it? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Now you simply expand this. Okay, so you will get here, if you expand this, you will get A naught plus A naught cos of 2 pi gamma 2 t, right, into sine of 2 pi gamma 1 t, and you bring it here. So you will get here A naught sine of 2 pi gamma 1 t plus A naught into sine of 2 pi gamma 1 t into cos of 2 pi gamma 2 t. So this is of the point, as the only type sine A cos B. Correct? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So plus this is sine A, so you write here A naught by 2 into sine of A plus B, sine of A minus B. Correct? So gamma 1 minus gamma 2 into 2 pi t. Okay? So sine A minus B plus sine A plus B. Correct? Hello, are you with me? So now you see, that means now this is one signal, A naught into this will be another signal, A naught into this is another signal. And each signal has its own unique frequency. So this signal has frequency gamma 1, this signal has frequency gamma 1 minus gamma 2, and this signal has got frequency gamma 1 plus gamma 2. Okay, so that means now a harmonic oscillator has 3 frequency components, this, and this. So combination of this. So do you have this option? Yes, this option is here. B is the option. Did you understand?
Yes, sir.
You are going to study the students, you are going to study in communication system. This is the fundamental thing, right? So you have going to learn what is called as amplitude modulation. So this is the equation for amplitude modulation, and that is the law that we are going to use. Anyway, we are going to discuss that in detail. But anyways, remember this problem that we have solved. So we are going to save time when we learn amplitude modulation in communication system. Okay, shall I proceed?
Okay.
So yesterday also you have solved this problem, similar problem. I think you can do this. We have done similar problem just yesterday. So at the highest point, this is going to be m omega square x. I think you only told me this expression no yesterday, are you?
Yes.
So only thing is now, what is the radius here? X. So this is 1 and root 3. So root of 1 square plus 3 square, 2.
Yes.
That's it. So the m's get cancelled. Understood now? Yesterday we solved now. You only told Arun.
Yes, yes.
Same thing, same expression here. Okay, very. Now omega is given, g is given, this is given. So they are asking you what? The minimum value of omega. So what should be the minimum value of omega for this? This is 2. So this should give you root of g by 2. Omega mean. Got it? Then, so g by 2, okay, everywhere they had g by 2. So you have to solve the next aspect also. So minimum value of the time and the moment it occurs after time t is equal to 0. So the time is something that you have to get it. So if you know the time period, you can know this.
Omega will get temperature from that range.
From that range. So this will become 2 pi by 2, right? So therefore, you are going to get here E is equal to 2 pi into root of g by 2. उल्टा है उल्टा root of 2 by g.
Yeah, but from the equation, there will be some phase differences.
Phase difference we are not taking. Yes, phase difference we are not taking. Correct, you are right. So then you have to solve this. So get the expression for this. So you get here y is equal to 5. So we are going to take here 1 by 4 and 1 by root 3 by 4. This is the sign of the 5. Sorry, 2. Because after time t is equal to 0, so we have to add that. Now, what will be the phase? Why not the phase? 5 and 3. You will get 5 by 3 phase. Okay, so it is already, the phase is already 5 by 3. It means it is already here. We have taken the sinusoidal function now. So this is 5 by 3. So the vertical displacement of the flying body of them on its bearing according to the law of Fission, the minimum value of the mass just breaks off the flight and the moment it occurs after time t is equal to 0. So at t is equal to 0, this is already here. Okay, now we have to find out only this much time. So again, so this is pi by 3, so the remaining pi by 3 is 60, so remaining is 30. So whatever the time period we get, we got some time period for omega here. What is the time period we got? 2 point root of 2 by g. These are the time period that we got. Correct? So from here to here it is t by 4. Hello. So this is pi by 3. So this should be half of this.
T by 6.
T by 6?
Yes.
T by, that is from here to here. This, see, up to this point it is t by 4, no? So
yes,
t by 4. 1/3 of that.
Yes.
T by 12.
T by 12, yes.
T by 12, isn't it? So if I want to get t by 12, I will divide both sides by t by 12. Correct? I will divide both sides by t by 12. You do it your own way. I am doing my own way. Okay, we will go to the maximum position now. Minimum value of g for the mass just breaks off the plant and the moment of it. That means this y also we should take it as 2 for this to happen, because it will go to the highest position. So at highest position y is 2, 2 is equal to 2 sine of omega t1 plus pi by 2. So that means now sine of omega t1 plus pi by 3 must be equal to 1. So that means omega t1 plus pi by 3 must be equal to pi by 2. Or omega t1 will be equal to this minus 6. This will be what? 12. 6 minus 1. Hello?
Yes, sir.
So what will we get here? So this will be 6 pi by 12.
So it should be omega t1 plus pi by 3.
Pi by 3, no, I need to write pi by 6, pi by 3, sorry. Sorry.
So pi by 2 minus pi by 3, pi by 6 less.
We will get pi by 6. Right. We will get pi by 6. So that
now omega will write as 2 pi by t, capital T.
2 pi by capital T.
Capital T. Into t1 should be equal to pi by 6.
It is equal to pi by 6. And t we just calculated is to be 2 pi 2 by g, isn't it? 2 pi 2 by g. So that will get cancelled. So then so I think we can do this. So t value will write it as 2 pi into t1 divided by 2 pi root of 2 by g. Correct? So 2 pi will go. So we get here this is equal to t1 into g by 2, and that is equal to pi by 6. Okay, so t1 will be equal to pi by 6 into root of 2 by g. I had also got the same expression now when I did it that way. Okay, anyways.
It should be correct.
Huh?
Should be correct.
This should be correct. So just see to get this adjusted. So if you see now this expression, this will not work, either of these two. So 2 pi I can pull it out. So if I pull it out, I should multiply and divide by 2. Then I will get here 2 pi. So multiply by 2, I should get here 6 into 2g.
So I think option C somewhere is wrong. There it be.
There should be what?
So option D will be wrong. Sir. That is fixed. So ABC only should be.
We get here pi by 6 into root of 2 by g. But that option they have not given. Correct? No, this is correct. What we have done is correct. So this is pi by 6 by 2 by g. No, this is the right code. They are not given the options. Forget it. Don't struggle. I think we have gone the right way. There is nothing wrong we can do. Hello, everybody there?
Yes.
This is the right solution. Nothing we can. Everything is clear, crystal clear here. They are not given the options. Sometimes happens. So out of so many subs I thought only at 2 places the options were wrong. It's okay. Done. Okay. I hope we got this. Even by other method that we did also, we got the same answer now.
Yes.
That time what I did for that time also I got the same answer. Done. So both methods are giving the same answer. That means we are pretty sure. Okay, fine.